Hi y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Little Ways, Little Things. And don't get too scared now, but here is a Halloween home tour of my very haunted house. And I just love Halloween because you can do things with your decorating that you can't do any other time of the year. It's super fun. And I just wanted to give you a quick tour so you could see how I decorated this year. This is my front staircase. You see it first as you walk in the front door. And from the top banister, I have this quilted wall hanging. Hung up on the banister, it just says trick or treat. It's really super fun. And then as you climb up the stairs going towards that's my master bedroom on the right, you see this cute little ghost. I love putting him all over the house at Halloween. I had a craft group that I used to go to a long time ago, and we made those in the craft group. He is super cute and fun. This bookshelf is fun to decorate. I used to have it down in the dining room, but then we got a china cabinet, so I put it up here, and I just love putting fun little fall touches on that bookshelf. Let's move into the dining room now. There is a dining table, and you can see my new china cabinet that came from a secondhand store last spring before the pandemic. On the right hand side is this little vintage tea cart that came from my grandmother's house, and I love that little haunted vase. The little haunted house comes off, it's velcroed on, and you can change it depending on the season. So I'll link where I got that down below. If you saw my last Halloween craft video, you'll recognize the dining room table is set in kind of an Edgar Allan Poe theme, and that candle that says nevermore I made in that last craft video, which I will link my Halloween playlist at the end of this so you can see how I made those. And also the little sweater pumpkins with the dictionary leaves I made in my Halloween craft video last year. So I'll just have all those on the playlist so that you can go back and look at those. Our dining room is really too small to have a big china cabinet, so when I found this corner cabinet last spring at a secondhand or resale type shop, I knew I had to have it. It was very inexpensive, and I'm finally able to display my china. And I also had these cute little pumpkins from last year. They have gold stems on it and on them, and I thought that they would really bring out the fact that my china has little bits of gold in it. So I just think it's really fun. And I can't remember, I think I got them from Dollar Tree or possibly Target. Can't remember from last year. But I think this cabinet's going to be really fun to decorate for all the different holidays. Let's go ahead and go into the kitchen now. This is the kitchen. You go right into it from the dining room, and you can see I have my Grove Collaborative like sink set there, and just kind of look at all the little touches that I have for Halloween. Probably my favorite area is the coffee bar, and in my coffee bar I have just like the straws that you use to stir your coffee. There's some cinnamon in that shaker. There's some Splenda in the sugar bowl, and you can see that little mixer back there that I use sometimes to froth up my milk. And yeah, I love my coffee bar. I like to put fun things in there depending on the season. That fresh baked pumpkin pie sign I got from Big Lots a couple years ago. I don't know if I think it was 2 years ago. I love it. There's the real world, y'all. Dirty dishes in my sink. All right, just moving around, you can see that I have a cookbook holder that I always have a Halloween magazine on. I love getting those in July to get me in the mood for Halloween. And then across the kitchen there, I have my Young Living diffuser for all my different essential oils. I have a mud pie plate there. It's got 2 of those big cranberry orange cookies from Kroger right now. I love them. They're my absolute favorite. And then against these cutting boards, I put this little wood witch. I just thought she's the same material, so it will kind of look really just kind of bring everything together. So now you can kind of see that I have a little breakfast area over there, and in the breakfast area I have a centerpiece that I normally put on my dining room table at Thanksgiving because I actually have 2 of them. One was my mom's and one was mine. We both had them. And then when we bought this house and moved in, we brought them both. So I usually have both of them on the dining room table, but this year I thought I'd put one in the kitchen for Halloween. These are those two little funky recessed shelves I have that go between the breakfast area and the living room. And if you've watched my home videos before, you know I've struggled with decorating them. But at Halloween, it's easy because I have so many fun things that can go on them. And there's just a little, kind of a little view of all the fun things that I used this year to decorate them. I love that little stove. It was in my grandmother's house, and when I was a little bitty kid, I used to play like it was my Barbie stove, and I was just so blessed to be able to get that, and I love it so much. Let's move on into the living room now. This is where we spend quite a lot of our time, where we watch TV, things like that. I love decorating the mantle with every season, not just holidays, but every season. This year, the mantle looks a little bit similar to the way it looked last year, except I've added these orange icicle lights. And I just have my paper mache vintage Hobby Lobby decorations up. And that cat, if you have seen my home videos before, you know that I framed that. It's a vintage Halloween decoration. And the big 31 picture, by the way, I made that, and that will be linked in my playlist as well. And there's Riley. I just had to finally give up and bring a Rubbermaid tub in there and throw all her toys in there because she gets them all over the place. This is our little coffee table, and I just love this little pumpkin, and it makes it seem like we have a carved pumpkin out all month long, and it will absolutely not melt or get moldy or nasty. These little pumpkins, I just love them. They're like little candle holders, and I have these little candles that I got from Lucy's in the Heights. You know that's my favorite boutique, and I will link that down below. She has tons of fun Halloween and Thanksgiving decorations. Just looking around at all these other fun things. That spider picture, I actually made that a long time ago. Another time when I was wanting decorations and just didn't have a lot of money. That is a repurposed black frame along with black and white paper. That's all it is. So I was always able to decorate really fun even when we didn't have a lot of money, when we first got married or when our kids were little. This little Boo kind of ghost thing, he is so cute. He's a new addition to our house this year. He actually came from Kroger's. You never know where you're going to find fun things. This little wash basin between the kitchen and the living room, that is not a Halloween decoration. That is my Aerogarden, and I've been practicing growing lettuce, and we've had a few fun salads that came out of that. It's kind of a fun experiment. This room, I almost hesitated to put it on the tour because it's probably the one that bugs me the most because of that quilted gray monstrosity in the corner. But that is Riley's chair. She likes to sit on it and look out the window, and sometimes, you know, it's real life, folks. You can't always have a magazine picture looking home. You're busy, things get in the way, and your puppies need a place to lay down. So that's her throne, and that's where she likes to sit. But anyway, I'll just work around it. So here's all the decorations I have going in this room. And this is just like a vintage looking puzzle, but it came from Tuesday Morning about probably like 15 years ago. And there is that other pumpkin centerpiece. Remember, the other one is in the kitchen, but at Thanksgiving, we'll have both of them on either side of the dining room table. That is the little boo candle thing that I made in my Halloween craft video this year. So I'll just have that big playlist at the end where you can look at all the things that I've made over the past couple of years. This is one of those pie crust or pie tables. It's antique. It came from my grandmother's house, but I struggle with decorating this too. I just don't know what to do with it. So please leave me ideas in the comments down below if you have seen these before, you have one, and how you decorate it. But these are just some fun little Halloween decorations. And by the way, while you're watching, if you've liked my tour so far, please give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps my channel. I'm gonna kind of end up with this little graveyard scene. I have it put up every year. Thank you so much for watching. And if you would really like to see more videos, hit the subscribe button down below, and also hit the bell so that you will know the next time I upload a video.